been on this season, what feels different when you're pitching well versus otherwise in you? But how do you feel when things are clicking for you?
It's really just being healthy. Just struggled to stay healthy, I guess, in regards to this year. But when I feel right, it just comes out of my hand right every time. And I think when I came off the aisle the second time, I never got back to being right. And so with my hamstring being hurt again, I was able to go back, work with some of the front office guys, and just get my pitches moving correctly the way they needed to be.
Second row, Kennedy.
After you guys clinched in Tampa, you kind of told Emily on TV, like, it really sucked when you were kind of getting knocked around a little bit. How do you describe the feeling when you're not feeling right, and then being able to come back out in Tampa and then yesterday and being able to put it together?
Yeah, when you pitch late in games and you give up 2 or 3 runs, you essentially blow it, right? It's really hard for a team to come back with 6 outs remaining. And I just felt like my command overall has been pretty good this year. So I knew it was just a stuff factor. And, the weird thing was I wasn't able to fix it on my own. And, that's the beauty of having a really good team is someone else can help you find it, see it, and then eventually, make it work.
Right up front, Josh.
Yesterday you come out and it's 7 straight balls, and then it flips. How do you, I guess, rediscover yourself in the middle of a late inning playoff game to flip the switch like that?
This one was unusual. There was a good sun coming down through the gaps in the third tier of the stadium, and those first 2 minutes I could not see a thing. So honestly, I was just trying to stall as long as I could. Blue eyes and sun don't really go together very well.
Go straight back with Evan.
Josh, if you were to describe this 2-week road odyssey to somebody, family, friend, somebody who didn't have much background with this club, how would you describe what the last 2 weeks have been like on the road?
Fun. I mean, when you get into this playoff hunt, we're not necessarily playing our best. And then all of a sudden, a flip of the switch, and we're back to the normal team. But I think it just comes down to the guys we have. I think we just kind of kept the same tone, throughout the entire year. We never panicked. We never stressed. We just, we knew we could do it just as a team, and we just stayed comfortable through the whole time.
Go to the back right corner,
Josh. I know this isn't college baseball, but did your experience in the College World Series at all prepare you for pitching in a big stage like yesterday?
It obviously helps to have that experience, but the type of energy that was at the atmosphere here is different. It was a lot louder. I just try to embrace it and don't take it as a fear thing, and more just try to use it.
Stay on the right with Dan in the third row.
Yeah. Josh, just kind of curious about your connections to this organization, to the stadium and such. I know that when you were in college, the Orioles scouted you fairly heavily and were interested. I guess your brother played for the Oriolanders and stuff. Did you grow up when you were in Northern Virginia? Did you grow up as an Orioles fan, as a Nats fan? Did you come here, Camden Yards at all? Is there any connections?
When I was young, I came here a lot, and then when Washington became a team, that's why I started going there, because it's a lot closer, a lot less traffic.
Right. And as far as Nova contingent here yesterday and today, is there a big one? Do you have a lot of people?
There was 12 people here yesterday, and I think there's going to be 10 today. Okay. So good group.
Go to the second row, Kennedy.
You mentioned just people who have helped you throughout this entire year. They're older guys in the bullpen that I guess have helped you navigate this season, or is it mostly front office back end guys?
Mad Dog, Brett Hayes, and Will Smith. Will's kind of been through it all. Elite reliever for a long time. He went through his struggles, and I just try to look up to him in regards to how he carries himself when it's going well, when it's going bad, and just try to essentially copy him, anything he does.
Same row to your left here, Bedlam.
Josh, how much confidence are you in the bullpen taking, and just how well you've pitched as a unit over the start of this postseason, and just how do you carry that forward for the rest of as far as you advance?
Just try not to make any moment too big. We have guys behind everybody to protect each other, and I think just trying to keep it simple, do your job, get those 3 outs, and move on. I think just trying to, again, keep it simple. Don't go too far. Don't try to do too much. I think when that happens, that's when you give up the 3 or 4 run game and you end up losing it.
little bit further back on your left, Gabe.
Josh, you spent a little bit of time with some pretty successful Dodger teams. What does it mean to you to get this opportunity at this time of year, and what did you ultimately kind of take away from your time with LA?
I never really got to play on that team, so I got to watch a lot. Again, it was just how they carried themselves. I really looked up to Kershaw, the way he just carried himself day to day. On his start days, he was very fiery. But to be a part of a playoff team, all year, it's been fun. This is what you grew up trying to do. Make it to the World Series, win the World Series, and just be a part of this atmosphere.